Hey everyone, hope you had a great holiday weekend, wherever you are in the world, if you celebrate Labor Day. Right?
Right.
So we had a great weekend. I hope you did too.
It was Labor Day.
It was.
Here in the United States.
It was. So...
I missed the Jerry Lewis Labor Day telethon on Labor Day. Jerry passed away.
I know. May he rest in peace. May his memory be for a blessing.
Yes.
So, it was... What?
Anthony just came up.
Hello. So, we, there was some celebrations this weekend. Our son turned 21. Happy birthday.
Baby.
Our baby. 21. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. And your sisters, my sisters, anniversary was yesterday.
Wedding anniversary.
Wedding anniversary. So that was nice. And I love celebrating. I love celebrating everything and anything. And the people in your world matter. And family matters. And the friends that choose to become your family, that you choose to become. What am I trying to say?
Your extended family?
Yeah, I mean, my family become my friends become my family.
Mm-hmm.
We spent time with friends this weekend. And had a really nice time with our friends. Enjoying some good food and some good drink. And wrapping up the summer. But last night, well, also, before even last night, our posts are sometimes, our posts are a reflection of who we are and what we love and what we don't love. And we had a really, last night we got together at the community got together. Well, you know what? We're really proud residents of Livingston. You pick a place, crazy. We talked about decisions the other day, and you think about where do you want to live. And even when Robert and I first decided where we wanted to live, we thought of, he came from, he was living in Bayonne, and I was living in Manhattan, and, where do we want to live? And we kind of knew to look for a good school system, so we know we picked the right town, Livingston, to raise our children. And listen, we didn't even have kids then, but we knew that was something to look at, right? Whether we learned it from our parents or whatever.
Right.
And we didn't want to be too far.
Have a good school system.
And we didn't want to be far from Manhattan. We love Manhattan.
Yes, absolutely.
And we didn't want to be too far from the beach, even though we weren't considering that when we initially moved here.
Yeah, excuse me.
But the one thing we didn't know or didn't expect, hi Alice and Susan, Susan's an old high school friend, but not old, because we are not old. So when we chose to live in Livingston, little did we know that we were going to become really involved.
Well, didn't we know that?
No, I don't think we knew that. I didn't know that. You knew that?
Well, I tend to get involved.
Okay, but I never really did. So with our kids, it started, and it was so cool because, I hope all of you had a joyous experience with your children going off to school. It's kind of a cool time, for parents, no matter what age, whether it be from kindergarten all the way through high school or college. It's been a whirlwind of emotions for many parents.
But we didn't have. We didn't have a lot of social media when our kids were younger.
Actually, we had no social media.
We had no social media.
Wait, there was no social media.
No, because
so
I get a kick out of everyone posting, the kids with the sign.
Oh, I love that. First grade, first day, fifth grade. Right. And also watching the kids grow up through the years. So it's kind of cool. It's a nice photo journal or documenting of our kids through the years. And actually some parents even say that. Like they'll say, oh, it's all going to be on Facebook for them to look at one day. And they write all these posts. So,
as long as Mark Zuckerberg doesn't lose it one day and pull the plug.
Yeah, right. So you better house it somewhere else just in case, right? But I hope that doesn't happen. So anyways, we have really a lot of great fond memories of Harrison Elementary School, which many of you on here are familiar with. And we had actually Melanie Spoucho wrote something beautiful today about, she's retired and she's going to be spending it with her grandchildren. And that but she wished, she was thinking last night, of that that anxiety or the nerves and the excitement and the, of the first day of school today in Livingston, and wishing all of the staff and everyone well. And I was reflecting, I told her how beautiful that is. And she said it was, we really were terrific. The families and the teachers and the kids. It was just a really great experience. So the other thing...
It was actually a nice message that, who's the principal of our high school? Mark Stern.
Oh.
Mark Stern posted a nice, I think he tweeted something, welcoming the kids back and, looking forward to a good year. He's a pretty cool principal. So
he really is, and he loves the kids.
Yeah.
But you talk about people, influence and impact. So Mark Stern, he is an influencer and an impactor in Livingston.
Well, we have one high school.
And someone we highly respect. We have one high school.
And he's the principal. So.
But influencers and impactors also are people like, we know so many of them, the movers and shakers, like our friends Martha Ackerman, who is... we are connected. And honestly, she's about safety and about health, a healthy environment. She works very closely with Alan Carcass.
One of the most dedicated volunteers, along with Alan, of any community or any organization.
And they're actually personal friends of ours. But
close personal friends.
Close. And we really value that relationship with them. And that all happened because we actually, as a labor of love, really, our son loved skateboarding, and they wanted to build a skate park in town, so we stepped up to help it happen. And that's how we really got to meet Martha and Alan.
Yep.
And it's, and just volunteerism opens the doors to meeting new people.
Well, we knew Martha from school.
So again, another connection to Harrison Elementary School. She was the aide in Alex's class. Right. And actually, she was just tagged in the video. I hope you all watched it. Well, I don't hope you all watched it, but if you want to watch something special, I thought it was special. I know it's my family, but what I think is special is this man right here, because he's the documentarian of our lives. And
yes, I'm very special.
He is.
Very incredibly special.
And I know I picked a lot of photos, and that's why it's so long, because I couldn't eliminate any photos. I have a hard time editing.
That's why they fly by at the speed of light.
So the other thing that so here it is, the school systems that kids were in, the memories we had over the years.
Right.
And last night, just another example, yay Susan Birkenbush, because she is the chair of the diversity committee in our town. Right. And yes, we have a diversity.
Pat Siebold just joined.
Hi. And she was there last night because she is the freeholder of Essex County, and we have a relationship with Patricia, and we're really proud of that too. So not everybody may know the freeholder of their county. What?
We do.
But we care. We care about the people. And we're not big on necessarily politics per se, but we care about our community and the surrounding communities and doing good. And you know what the topic of last night's event was? Anti-hate, which in my opinion means love. And I'm all about love. L-O-V-E, capital L-O-V-E. And one of the people from one of the churches last night said, hey, Valerie, is one, and hey, Tim, we're looking at Robert's and both of our lives. But you know something? So first of all, it was at the Presbyterian Church in Livingston. And Reverend Dan Martian, who we love, capital L-O-V-E. He is goodness. He just recently was inducted as the chaplain.
Well, he was made one of the, I think there's 2 chaplains of the Livingston Police Department, and Reverend Dan Martian is one of them. So he, I got it. Oh, he has a low power mode.
I didn't charge up.
So he was just made one of the chaplains, and we've known Reverend Dan for a long time, and he actually comes to Holli's spin class.
Hence,
at the Y.
I took a spin ride today. But anyways, getting back.
Yes.
I love that he comes and spins with me, and if he's, I don't know if he's on Facebook, because if he is, I hope we become friends.
So he kind of,
so he along with
he's the
Susan
head of the
Birkenbush,
Interfaith Clergy Association.
But he embraces the beautiful thing about Livingston. We've had a gay flag raise, right? I don't know if it's called
the
gay,
rainbow, the LGBTQ
flag raising.
Right.
So that was part of that committee. The other thing, which is diversity. And the other thing that we had also, that our town, also the council, so the mayor was there. So our mayors have been amazing. Our town council members were there.
Right. We have a great council.
Michael Silverman, Rudy Fernandez, Sean Klein, and our mayor is...
Yeah, Sean.
Right. But then who's the other council member that was there? Oh, Reback.
No. He's our old council member.
And Russ
So
Jones
anyway,
was
so-
there. No, but so anyways, so there weren't as many people as I would have liked there last night, honestly. But it was a beautiful dedication from houses of worship of all different types and all different messages. And a lot of what's going on around this world is just like, really awful. There's a lot of hate going on around this world. And they were saying the only way to really cure hate, if there's such a thing, is love.
Right.
And that was one of the biggest messages. And then there were songs. Perry Fine, Cancer Perry Fine at Temple Beth Shalom, sang some beautiful songs. It was amazing. Hey, Erica. And I have to tell you, it's just proud. I'm proud I was there with my friends Michelle and Tim and Sherry and Mike Goldberg and with Martha, who was there, of course. And then I saw also who I didn't get a chance to say hello to Sharon and
You know so many more.
Evan.
I don't.
You know what? It gives me joy to know so many people. And that's what part of influence, because I'm really
It's
proud.
like, who do you know?
I
I
love
don't- you know.
connecting people. And today, like, I ran into Nick Salerno, and then he introduced me to the guy who owns the eye store. And then I was at Cycle Bar today, who had their grand opening today. And I wish them all the luck in the world. I love to spin, and it's a destination for
So it
people.
was just
But last night, I love the people in this town and getting to know the people in this town. And maybe there's ways that we could make this place, the world, a better place to live in together, whether it's in a volunteer capacity or in, I don't know, or in a not paid for capacity. But the thing is so this church happens to be across the street from our temple. And Robert,
what was our temple?
it's now a church. So there's a church across the street from the church. It's a Chinese church. They bought it for a lot of money. So it's kind of weird. And one of the keepsakes that we have from our beginnings of 2002 at Temple Emmanuel of West Essex is this brick.
Right. And it's backwards right now
No,
because of the way it is.
because the way it's set up, the mirror
Right.
image. But anyway, but this is our brick, and it is, our who we are, Robert, Holli, Lindsay,
So
Alex.
they had these at the entranceway of the temple. And
they're big fundraisers.
RHLA early 2002, and it was for our family. That's a real brick. It's heavy.
So, they merged with another temple in Summit, and I'm not really part of that at this juncture. I've been welcomed from other temples in the community, which is amazing, whether it be Temple B'nai Jeshurun and Temple B'nai Abraham. And honestly, hey, Georgia, I love it. I love the people, and I love, we're friends with all the people, most of them. Although I'm not sure if you're friends with Georgia and Erica.
On my feet.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Competition mode. But you know something?
Let me see who's on.
Last night, with everything that's happened in Texas, well, that's not hate. I mean, that's just Mother Nature. It's just as awful. Okay, we need to be there for people. We need to help people. And then what happened in Charlottesville? We have to put a stop to it. So we need to lock arms and we need to help others. So there are a lot. Red Cross is helping for the people in Texas. And I don't know, how are we going to embrace and love each other, people? We need to influence and impact. We need to, in this social space, in the real space, right? That's what it is, about having influence and impact, so we can just...
Well, I think part of the problem is that...
Part of the problem
is the self-centeredness of many people. And, the kind of the me generation. It's all about me, me, me. For those of us who are going on 16 years since 9/11, a lot of the 20-somethings, right, you don't really remember very much of that day and what happened, in the weeks and months afterwards, and how it changed people, and how for a while there, people were nice to one another. People cared for one another.
Hi, Mindy. Mindy's a mine. Wait, excuse me. Tim says to define friends. So...
the people on Facebook.
Hi, Yulia. No, well, friends actually... You know what? I have to be honest. I think everybody who's my friend on Facebook, I know from one part of our life or another.
I'm going to have to say that's not true.
Okay. So, but you want to at least define Tim's friendship? Tim had a happy anniversary too. Tim and Leanne, happy anniversary to them.
I think you're friends. I think,
And Mindy, I already said happy anniversary to you. You just came on, and we already extended happy anniversaries. Wait, Mindy agrees with you about what? What'd you say? Mindy, what do you mean you agree with Robert? You mean you don't agree with me? Wait a second. So, woohoo! Okay, we know who our friends are. We do, and we know who we can count on. And you know what?
Well, that's
our family and friends.
That's how you
that
define
is how you
it,
know
people who you
count
can
on.
count on.
And are there for you. And that, you know what? Are there for you in the good times and the bad,
Right.
or in the indifferent. And we're living in indifferent times. Because we all may not have the same point of view, but we have to respect one another.
Right.
Not all your Facebook friends. Oh, yes, I agree with that. I'm just saying the people that I know that are on my Facebook,
You know.
I know a lot of them. I agree with you. True are people that you actually speak to or get together with in person.
Share a meal with.
So I would, but Mindy, you know me. I want to have coffee with everybody who's on my Facebook friend list. You know I do. So with that, and we're friends of friends, and we're friends helping friends be there for one another. There are many different kinds of friends, and that's true. You meet friends through your work. You meet friends through your kids.
There was a quote I was going to put up about something.
Georgia, I met Georgia. Let me tell you, Georgia owned, or still owns, but her daughter's taken over, Pip Printing in town. Talk about active with the Rotary, with the Livingston Chamber of Commerce. I have known her for years because you know why? Because she showed up. And obviously I showed up because I saw that Georgia was there. But anyways, it's not about me. It's about Georgia. And Georgia was able to retire and live the life of her dreams with her beloved and her husband of many years. But you know something? She gave so much back and she did so much good for this community. So we're following those footsteps because we have a lot of living to do. And all we know is that when we were at Temple Emmanuel, we gave and we gave and we went over and above.
Yeah, and I don't regret
because we wanted to serve.
1 minute of it.
Oh my God! And I got to meet the nice people I thought were my friends. By the way, I thought these people were my friends. And you know what?
Well, what I was going to say was about.
I'm sorry, Rob.
About true colors. That in difficult times, and I've learned this through my eyes.
Should we do bicep curls?
Yeah, sure. Through my eyes is the fact that in times of struggle. Is when you see friends' true colors, right? You really find out who your friends are, and
you find out your friends are when stuff happens.
Right, exactly. And when we decided to leave our temple in December,
which was the hardest decision
ever
in anything even more without kids, even more than without kids.
We suddenly became the enemy, right? And
it was hurtful.
There were our friends, certainly, we're still friends with. I mean, obviously.
Actually.
Our inner circle.
We became good friends with some good people.
And
I thought you were all good people.
But, to tell you the truth, we've been hugely disappointed by the people.
So many people.
Who are at Temple that we thought,
and they know who they are.
Were our friends.
They know they are because you know what? Even last night, and this is what prompted us, and we're not going to name names, but you know what? Someone came over to us. Okay, from our temple.
We had no idea why this person was even
why are you coming to say hello to me? I mean, really, you haven't said hello to me since we left. You didn't care about me. This is someone who should care about us.
Right.
Okay?
Whose role it was to care.
We stayed, actually, because of this person. Okay? And we stayed, and he comes over, and it's a he. That much is all you're going to get. This he comes over and says...
Yeah, I heard you were looking for your brick.
Yeah, sad that people don't see all sides of all stories. Exactly, Tim. Exactly. So he comes over, he says, I heard you've been looking for your brick. Well, by the way, I had to track down my brick because it was part of Sinai already, and I'm saying it said Ehrlich on it. There was one other Ehrlich family who, if you really, and we were highly involved.
And none
leadership
with these initials.
Leadership at our temple, and they couldn't even tell us that it was there.
That's all right.
They didn't even give it to a friend of ours that went to pick up their brick or their whatever else.
So
I wish everybody, listen, I don't hold grudges. I am about love. Okay, we don't have to agree, but acknowledge that we all have perspective. So absolutely, and we're all entitled to our opinion, but we're also, I think through communication, it's
Hey,
how
Craig.
we can, hey Lisa, I think that, hey Craig, is that, I think through communication is how we have solutions. And honestly, and Tim, listen to this, Rusted Bonsai, who is, you know, on our team, he just said he's never met us, but he feels like he knows us. Well, that's the point. Birds of a feather flock together.
And you know, you can't.
Apples
you
don't fall
can't-
far from trees. Those
you
things came
can't,
for a reason.
And you can't.
Georgia,
fake
wait, yes.
authenticity.
We're enjoying our retirement. Giving comes back
New
to
Mexico,
you.
I think.
New Mexico, yeah, but she's in Pennsylvania now.
No.
She said hello from
No,
Pennsylvania.
I think in Mexico. I don't think it's New Mexico.
I think they're in New Mexico, Georgia. Hi, Sherry. Another beautiful
these
temple
old
friend. Oh my
temple
God, wait a
people.
sec. Wait.
So-
We left a lot of things. We
So,
left a
in
lot
any
of things
case-
too, but it's time for young people to take over.
Right.
I don't know. We the
Well,
young
that's what we
people.
did for our business.
Wait, are
So,
we the
in
young
any
people?
case- So
you know what?
in
My
any
daughter
case-
gets involved, and so
so-
does my son. I am
right.
so proud of our children.
So in any case, you know, you can't fake authenticity, right? We've learned that. You can try.
Oh my
But
goodness,
ultimately,
I'm
you
sorry,
can't-
Rusted.
you can't-
I didn't realize Rusted is a she. I didn't know that. I'm so sorry. You know what? That's why I shouldn't.
It's an honest
I
mistake.
well,
So-
it really was like I
so-
wasn't sure what it really
so
stood
listen,
for. So
Holly
we
wants
need
to
to
do a
talk.
short
Okay.
live
Okay.
video today.
Finish the reason what this brick evoked in us.
No, just about
And last night.
about authenticity. You know, we you know, for Holly and I,
Look who just came
for
online.
Holly and I, what you see is what you get. We don't, you know, we're not bullshit artists. We don't, you know, we are what you see. You know.
But I
And we
learned
think
about-
authenticity is the key to success.
But being there for
And-
each other, and no matter what, to respectfully understand other people, because honestly, I learned at Temple, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say, I know you don't believe it, but I learned about Gimilut Chasadim, or Chased, and that means acts of love and kindness. That is all I want. So that's what last night was about,
Right.
and that's what life
And we
is
always
about.
and we always saw, other than like our friends.
And you have
who
to
were there,
speak up. Wait, they said that
we
last
only
night
saw-
too. You
Right.
have to speak up.
Right.
Don't
Right.
be a bystander.
Well, that was-
speak
that
up
was-
if you see something wrong.
You know that, and I have to say, you know, that is why
Thank you,
there is no
Rusted.
longer a Temple Emmanuel, because so few people spoke up at any time, and everyone sat there and just watched it go bye-bye.
Hi, Gary.
You know, and it's unfortunate, but you know, we couldn't in good conscience be a part of that, and
But even to the very end, you know, we weren't even invited to anything, like to say our
person
goodbyes.
here, right? This person here, Holly, was somehow overlooked, you know, for the sisterhood
Dinner.
celebration
Yeah.
dinner. You don't invite Holly back, who revived
Hey,
it from the
Joy.
dead, you know. But it just kind of goes back to character.
Hi,
Goes back to
Glenn.
characters. So
See that? Oh, Glenn had to make a similar situation.
yeah,
He's handled better. Sorry that a former client doesn't understand. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
too bad.
Glenn.
It's really too bad. And
Yeah.
it's, you know,
we'll talk
in
about
this
it
day
another
and age,
time. You know
to
what?
have to
Listen,
lose
we're not
a
going to
congregation
out
like that.
people, but
They
hey,
out themselves.
Shirley.
We don't have to out them because they out themselves. So
Hey,
that's
Joy.
basically.
Oh, I'm so happy you're here, Glenn. You know
yeah.
something?
Hey, Glenn.
It's really just.
Hey, Gary.
It's really just. It's not. You know what? I don't expect. My mother told me, expect nothing and you can't be disappointed. But there's some things in life. I don't know. I believe in inclusivity, and that to me is love. And you know what? I don't like everybody. Does everybody think I like everybody? I don't like everybody. But you know what I am going to do? And my posts are authentic. I really do believe a hello and a smile can mean a million things to somebody. It could brighten someone's day, and that's all I do. I walk around smiling, and I think it might just add a little bit of joy to someone's day. I hope. I have no motive. When I think of smiling and saying hello.
My motive is that I've spent the last 6 years face to face with people who are dying within weeks or days or months of when I'm sitting in
So you
front of them.
embrace life every day.
And you know, I am thankful for the fact that I can continue to be on the other side of the camera. And you know, as bad as my day is, it's not nearly as bad as those people that are in front of my camera. So you know what?
Love.
Stop walking around with a puss on your face.
Be happy.
Embrace every moment
good
as
and
if
help
it's your
others.
last moment.
Help others.
Right, and do some good for a change.
Kill them with kindness, Glenn said.
That's right.
Guess what? Kill them with kindness. And that's what I said before. Acts of love and kindness. Gemilut chasadim. The new year is upon us. We're going to be coming on. We may get a little spiritual somehow. But you know something? Even the Joel Osteens of the world, right? He lifts us higher. It doesn't matter what religion, what
Well,
faith.
people are kind of pissed at him right now, so maybe that's not a good example.
Oh, what happened? Oh,
Well, because he didn't open his church.
Oh
you
goodness,
know,
I'm
and
always
stuff,
I'm
but-
always a little behind
Yeah,
when it
she
comes to
doesn't
current
follow
events.
current events.
No. But I do know about some current events.
Well, here our mayor
That's
just
right.
joined us.
And Georgia,
Sean. Our Mayor
hey,
Sean-
we
Mayor
talked about you
Sean,
earlier. If
we
you want to
mentioned
watch us when
earlier.
we post. Hello, Mayor Klein.
Talking about last night.
What a great message to all of us that were there. I'm sorry LTV wasn't there, Livingston TV. Actually, Reverend Dan did ask
Yeah,
for
I only
Robert's
did a
footage.
little bit of
It was in
live,
the
but it was
dark.
really
it was
dark,
very
you
dark.
know.
It was dark. But you know what? We're
And
gonna,
I'm going to put it out there to the town.
But Livingston
Mayor
rocks.
Sean, if the town needs some technical advice, I'm happy to help.
My God,
on,
Tim is making
you know,
fun of
whatever.
us. First of all, Tim, you know what? It doesn't matter. Tim and his wife Leanne, they pour love into everyone I've ever met. I've never seen such joy. But hey, Jill, but let me tell you, she's saying Louis Hasidim, great guy. What a crack up. He has such wit. I am so happy that I get to see actually a little bit of Tim's mind working on Facebook.
You don't want to see more than just a little bit of Tim's mind.
Oh, Mayor Klein, it is our distinct pleasure for spotlighting not only a great event, but our town of Livingston, and we do it. So just so you know, we want to elevate, we want to have influence and impact in this town, and we are going to make sure, let me tell you, when Robert is at the post office, he can't believe people still make left turns. When people, right? You can't. Wait a second. There were other things.
She means exiting
He
the
cannot
post office.
believe people do not recycle. Like they do. They leave their garbage out all month for the last pickup day, and he's like, "You really? Are you kidding me?" But we want to say we think our town. We've seen being part of this
some
town.
shitty towns.
Wait, no, Tim Ryan is not Jewish, and that's
He's.
I know
Tim
you don't
is
have to be
Jewish by
Jewish.
association.
You don't have to be Jewish. So is Martha. You don't have to be Jewish.
I know the entire Catholic Mass.
You want to know
by
what?
heart.
Well, you've documented enough weddings, but you want to know what it's about? Having good values and what do you put out there? So you know what? Make sure that you speak up, that you tell people what you stand for.
Yeah, open your mouth. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. You know,
Make a difference.
You're gonna. You know, we're going to talk about this on another day, but there was
very reformed Jewish, Catholic.
He's very reformed.
He's very reformed. We thought we were reformed.
Right. But we're going to talk about, we came across this article about, what is it, the top 7 things.
Gary, he's at the bar, so he's confused. You have funny friends. Because you're funny. What?
About the 7 tips for social media.
Oh, stay
whatever.
tuned. Tomorrow. Let's do that tomorrow.
Right.
Well, it's also, and you know what, number 4?
It says if you're not, and this was a quote from Guy Kawasaki, who
he's a
like,
genius. Follow him.
Influencer. So Guy
Influencer,
says something
impactor.
like, if you're not pissing people off on social media, you're not using it right.
And by the way, Brian Fry is a really cool guy, and I met him through Karen in Florida, and also anyone in Florida. I hope you're all safe too with whatever impending storm. Irma's coming, right? Irma. And I hope my parents are safe, and Ava's safe, and everyone in Florida is safe. Wait, Sean.
Yeah.
People can't be us versus them. If that's the mentality, we will lose. Absolutely, and we don't want to lose.
Yeah, that
Big
is
challenge
very
ahead.
true.
We need.
And
we
I
need
think,
to be one.
And
one.
look
Peace.
to Livingston, because if not for anything, Livingston sets examples that other towns follow. So
proud. I'm so
keep your
proud.
eye
I didn't know I'd
on-
ever be so proud. I grew up where I
Keep
grew
your
up.
eye on Livingston, because we set the pace for other towns like us around the country. We always have, and we always will.
All right, so
With that, our short
here's to love.
live video.
Love. Yes. We are hunkering
And
down
you guys
here.
continue
yes.
to
so
contact-
they're
Yeah.
down in Florida.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yes, and for those of you in Florida, including Holly's parents,
Georgia.
and,
Then I'm doing face.
and
You
our
are Georgia.
other family, extended
Doing it.
family, Jeff's sister and brother-in-law, Mark and Ava, and family.
He's one of my oldest friends.
And, you know, everyone we know down in Florida, please
Be
stay
safe, have water, have batteries. Be safe, please, and be there for each other, most importantly, okay? We can't have craziness in this world. We gotta lock arms.
Touching me.
I love touching you. I know. And just watch us again and be inspired.
Or
And
unfriend us.
I started saying about Brian Fry. Brian Fry has a page called Social Impactors, and I think about that, and you know what? Each individual has a voice. Use it. But use it mindfully. Does that make sense?
And for good.
And for good. Good. Be good.
So easy to use it for bad. Use it for good. That's the challenge.
Yeah. Well,
All right, that's
here's
it.
to love. Good night, everyone.
Good night.